Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Great challenge, time to perfection. Hits one! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Stood up well to him there. Conte. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Doué! And yes, it's there! 2-0, and in next to no time.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, well played. Beckham, shifted upfield. Adams concedes a free kick for that. A disastrous start, 2 down in next to no time. Pirlo. Drogba. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Conte. And here's Osimhen. Oh, good ball, shots on here. Osimhen. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Ronaldinho. And here's Osimhen! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Beckenbauer is there, and he can pick it up. João Cancelo. Doué. That is good alertness. De Bruyne has created 1 goal already. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Doué.
Oh, that's such a good run.
Climbs up big! Cleared without complication. Roberto Carlos. Oh, terrible pass. Beckham. Well read, nice interception. Messi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ronaldinho. That's an errant pass. Pirlo. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Pressing high and with purpose. And smartly reclaimed. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. He's picked his way through. Real chance here. Great hit! He can get that clear. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chance to shoot now! Oh, well played, well played. Beckham. Now it's Beckham. Beckham. Good, strong midfield running here. He is through here. Keeper's dealt with that. Roberto Carlos. He could be in here. Oh, that's fabulous. Owen. He's got the shot away. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Fantastic excitement towards the end of the half there, and a last-minute chance that really should have been converted. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
And we're off again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Now it's Drogba. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Owen is flagged offside. Thuram cuts out the pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Torres. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Owen. Osimhen. Messi. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Real chance! Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's managed to get free. There's the hit! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Barcelona making consecutive changes here. Milan find a position of real strength now. Barcelona will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Now it's Drogba. Nicely aimed pass. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
João Cancelo is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Big chance! Really well taken goal. It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Pete.
Goes in for the header! He's got a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And yes, it's him again.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
De Bruyne. Now it's Drogba. Beckham. And Doué engages and forces him off the ball. Nedved did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mbappe. Some really good ball movement. Can he finish? And again. Oh, smashing header! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7.
Corner number 2 then.
Viene sostituito con il numero 18. Messi.
And the header! And he's missed it. And it's Batistuta. Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe. Bayer will lay claim to that. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tonali spots it and intercepts. João Cancelo. Oh, the shot, and Torres! Keeper always had the measure of that. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Oh, what has happened here? And here's Batistuta. 5 minutes to add. João Cancelo. That's a little off target. Beckham. Milan finding their passes. That's a great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, terrific save. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Nedved! Oh, he's been caught napping! Roberto Carlos delivers.
Oh, that's a cracking ball.
That's at the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Messi. Oh, and he's through the middle. Cantona. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Buffon chooses to deal with it himself. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Big chance, corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Deftly away.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nunez. And that's been intercepted. Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Cantona. He could be in here. And now the breakaway. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a really well-measured ball. Decent ball. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi. He's been picked out. Can he finish? Cleared without complication. Messi. Ronaldinho. So we're still where we started right now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ronald, great hit! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Maldini can get it clear. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cantona stood up well to him there. Nunez. Buffon catches it safely. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Cantona. That's not going far. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. They're taking a moment to consider their options. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Messi. Lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Nunez is herring after that one. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's done well to get that clear. Tchouaméni could move up a gear here. Cantona charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Mbappe. And the first 45 minutes are up. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Shot at goal! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Bellingham has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Bellingham! He's scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a
Great chance! Goal! And with that goal comes comfort.
Manchester United clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run is just the goalkeepers, and the shot! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Gets his pass away. Now it's Valverde. Can he finish? Great football, shot and save. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cantona looking for the run. He's had a hit! No, he's missed it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
Barcelona
dorsal 25,
choosing to make the first
Messi.
change.
El dorsal 45. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4. El dorsal 18.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's found a way through. Thuram attempts a clearance. It's their second corner of the game. Thuram gets it away. There will be a throw-in. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's quick to get it clear again. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Darwin. The message is clear, none shall pass. Maldini gets over and intercepts.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He's shifting through the gears here. No foul, says the referee. Thuram gets it clear. Beckenbauer, and claimed it back swiftly. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's Darwin. He's got away. Nesta deals with that comfortably. And the pass is intercepted. Cantona. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5. Xavi Alonso. Será reemplazado por el dorsal 2.
So there's going to be another change here. Owen coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
And that's not going to reach. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament. Ronaldinho! And he's lifted it over. Kante is there, and he can pick it up. Aims beyond the defence. Cantona! Oh, brilliant save! Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. That has been cut short.
This is the time you need that pace.
Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. Brilliantly cut out. Tchouaméni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Nedved. Conte. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And here's Ronaldinho. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Roberto Carlos. Valverde cuts out the pass. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Ronaldinho. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. That's that, the end. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Messi. Now it's Osimhen. He's had a hit! In he goes again! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Ronaldinho at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pedri. And here's Batistuta. And he's had it nicked away. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Darwin. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Ronaldinho. And here's Nunez. Maradona. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, played right into his path. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. That's headed upfield. Well, there's the clearance. And that's definitely not his best. Maradona. Nuno Mendes. Great hit! They've done it! Manchester United are back on level terms. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Xavi Alonso. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Nunez. Chance for the header! That's going to go a long way. And it's Xavi Alonso. Opts to play. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Xavi Alonso. Darwin. Osimhen. Roberto Carlos. Now the finish! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the lead now is 2.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Now it's Maradona. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And he cuts out the supply. Nuno Mendes. And here's Osimhen. Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Oh, great play! Pedri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution... Belts one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That is a great pick out. That is a brilliant interception. Adams. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again. And it's Maradona. That is ended up in no man's land. Darwin. Beckenbauer. Maldini. And it's Maldini. Driving forward. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Oh, look at the space. Maradona! Goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 15.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Nunez being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he could feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
In with the challenge. Pedri. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Beckenbauer. Nice ball, and he might be in here.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. 60 minutes played. Out to the right, turns and goes back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's gone forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Varela. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Messi. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Roberto Carlos being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Maradona deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Messi. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
And we have our
45
very first corner.
será sustituido por el dorsal 17.
And he's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Barcelona are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Great ball, and he's in here. And that has been clubbed away. Ball's gone out of play.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 25. Messi. El dorsal
Nakata.
5. Xavi
Half an hour
Alonso.
gone in the second
El
half.
dorsal 11. Serán
And here's
sustituidos
Wirtz.
por el dorsal 4. El dorsal 2. El dorsal 6.
Manchester United
Se va a
really
realizar
are
un
showing
cambio de
all the
jugadores.
necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That has been cut short. Tonali looking to penetrate opposition lines. And that has sent him sprawling. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Nedved. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Hakimi. Hakimi has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Referee has just said play on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hakimi concedes a free kick for that. It's just beyond his reach. Wirtz. Distributed tidily. Just eases him off the ball. That's a promising run he's making on the right. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that has not gone well. Pedri. Wirtz. Played back in. Driving through the middle.
Habrá 4 minutos de
Nedved.
descuento.
So what can they make of this? Can he get it through? He could be in here, and he's in on goal. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Nakata. Lovely bit of skill. That is good strength. Big chance! And that has fair fizzed.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Hidetoshi Nakata, I think, will be an interesting player to watch in this, Peter. A great all-round midfielder who loves to just hold those central positions.
And a trailblazer, one of those modern-day playmakers, all action. Ah, he's given it away. Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
An act of charity gratefully received. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Montpellier looking to pass their way through. Mbappe. Xavi Alonso. Roberto Carlos. Darwin.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Nice bit of trickery. He is through here. Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, he's burst through. And a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Bastoni does really well to win the ball there. Messi, and he's gone backward here. Osimhen! Osimhen! And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso. He's looking to set free a runner. Mignon deals with it effortlessly. And the counter is on. Nakata. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Shot could be on. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Osimhen. Leicester gets a foot in here. Osimhen has been caught there, it's a foul. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. And here's Osimhen. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Osimhen, big chance! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
That's a really good execution, Peter, but you have to raise some serious questions about how he was allowed to take a touch like that.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been...
Decent hit! Yes! Hot night! Life through butter. They have done it again.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's a...
Can he finish? And again! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, what has happened here? Has another go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can clear their lines. Beckenbauer, Mbappe wins the duel this time. Now it's Del Piero. He's picked his way through. It's a goal kick. Pass somewhat off target. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he welcomes it in. He's in space and looking for options. That's a throw. And it's Del Piero. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And we have the first chance from a dead ball. Del Piero! Oh, crossbar! Ronaldinho getting this one clear. Musiala. Adams. First quarter of an hour gone. Osimhen. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Osimhen. Mbappe. That is good alertness. And it's Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Can he spark a counter here? Bergomi. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. He's got tall. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi Alonso. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he thumps it clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Del Piero. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. That's the throw. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. And as you can see, we've already started here. Roberto Carlos is herring after that one. The unmistakable Daniel van Baalten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Van Baalten. Osimhen. Can he put it away? It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Ronaldinho demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, a breakthrough already. Mbappe! So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. He could be in here. This is promising. And he's managed to get free. And he's there to get it away. Mbappe. Rice. Mbappe. Adams gets a foot in here. Now it's Darwin. Vitinha. Sporting Braga look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Mbappe. That is Conte. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Rice. He's through here. That is good alertness. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Torres. Conte. Quality ball. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ronaldinho. Osimhen. And he's picked out the run. Van Dijk. Vitinha. Torres. Thuram spots it and intercepts. And they can counter here. And here's Alvarez. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and a header! And yes, it's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Pinches it off him. He's played him through. Torres.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hernandez. And it's Van Dijk. For Rice. Driving on and making good progress. He can run onto that. Shapes to shoot! Rice. Alvarez. Vitinha. A searching ball that into space. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Nunez. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Torres. And we've reached half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Here we go again then. Here's Vitinha. Torres. Owen. Roberto Carlos.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Decent hit! He's got a goal! The second half sparked straight into life. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. They want to throw in. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Conte. Hernandez crosses. And they've been given a corner. Sporting Braga with the corner, there first. And that should get the job done. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And he's taking no chances there. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. That's the throw. Van Dijk. Hernandez. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Vitinha. Mbappe. Shot could be on. He's got the shot away! Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Rice. Torres. Torres is one whose deliveries we all know about. Darwin. That has been cut short. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
Torres! And he's lifted it over.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, right place, right time. Xabi Alonso gets rid without sophistication. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, that was vital. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's got full! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sporting Braga have their third corner. Messi attempts a clearance. Mbappe.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mbappe. He's got space in the area. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Cleared without hesitation. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Torres. Maldini gets it away. Nedved. And it's Owen. Forwards and with intent. And it's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Just 5 minutes left. Played out wide.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
He's had a shot! He has done it! Simplicity itself.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
En el minuto 88, el
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Messi.
Well, I think if they're going to...
And can he finish it?
El dorsal 10. Cambio de jugadores. Habrá
Roberto
un minuto
Carlos.
de descuento.
He's found a way through. That is lovely. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Owen. Maldini get face to face with the keeper. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist?
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
El dorsal 11.
Sporting Braga give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Se va a realizar
Well,
un
the
cambio de
mindset
jugador.
has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And that's that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Gnabry is herring after that one. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
That looks a good ball through. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Osimhen. Now it's Darwin. Now it's Gnabry, and he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pass somewhat off target. Rodri. Irwin. And Iniesta just eases him off the ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, there's a probing ball. Iniesta. He's found a way through. Adama Traore. Adama Traore has been caught there. It's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Looking to widen the gap even further here. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Rashford! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Well, it wasn't a bad effort. I mean, you could see his intention. It just needed a bit more curl and bend to take it away from the goalkeeper.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Gnabry. Rashford.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Nunez. Nunez unable to make it happen. Oh no, what can he finish? It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Terrible error, duly punished. That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Nicely spread.
Look, it's a run defences dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Xavi Alonso. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. In he goes again! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Bastia really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Oh, delightful ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well timed, excellent interception. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Darwin.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Referee's given a throw. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen, good read, needed to be. And he's quick to get it clear again. Beckenbauer.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And we have our very first corner. And the header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Petit. Rodri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That has been cut short. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Nunez. Real chance here. Goalkeeper's ball. Xabi Alonso. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Adama Traore. He's through here. Now it's Iniesta. Decent hit! Really well taken goal. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Simplicity itself.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
This is quite a battle.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides.
And there is the half-time whistle. Barcelona come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High scoring, truly exciting, but neither side able to hold a lead. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So it's back to business. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Osimhen! Osimhen! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Adama Traore. Played back in. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. So what can they make of this? Oh, that looks a cracking
That
ball.
was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Iniesta. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Darwin. Bastia needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Back into the middle. Adama Traore looking understandably energised after his goal. And here's Ronaldinho. He's shifting. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! and they get themselves in front! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Barcelona take the lead.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Belts one.
29
Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is lovely. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's a sharp little ball here. Osimhen. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's made sure that's not getting through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. He's not got that quite right. Messi. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Gnabry. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nunez! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rashford. Oh, he's played it in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ronaldinho. And that could set him on his way. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Adama Traore. He's got away. Has a go! Oh, taken with style. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, all square, and not for the first time.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's picked his way. Can he put it away? Now that is commitment to the cause.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
And he's gone looking for safety. That's been cut out, well played. Conte. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that is as far as it goes. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Has a goal! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And they've got a throw. Ronaldinho. Now that's well seen too. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Adams. Now it's Osimhen. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Chance to shoot now. Roberto Carlos. And now the breakaway. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Messi. That is ended up in no man's land. Guardiola. Mbappe. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Crossed in early. Darwin dominates aerially so often, and he's picked out the run.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
No way through there. Camavinga. Oh, there's a probing ball. Beckenbauer. That's good vision. And he's cut it out. Great challenge, time to perfection. Camavinga. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, a delicate chip through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he was alert to it. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He's in a good... Tries a shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
That has certainly made Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ross County with the corner, there first. He's gone for goal! And he can clear it away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave.
Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ronaldinho. He could be in here. Osimhen. That is a crunching tackle. Danger averted for now. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, good take in a good area. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. That is good alertness. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. And he's managed to get free. Great hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
That's a nicely measured pass. Maldini. Beckenbauer. Xavi Alonso. Osimhen. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pass somewhat off target.
2 added minutes.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Nunez. Oh, easy pickings there. Interesting ball. And through to the goalkeeper. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Eduardo Camavinga. Number 26, Pep Guardiola. Number 22, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 25, Nuno Mendes. Number 19, Tonali. Number 23, McAllister.
So it's back to business. Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Heads it! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's Messi. Neymar. And he welcomes it in. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Ronaldinho. And he's intervened well there. Neymar. Mbappe. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball. And it's come back out to him. No, not quite.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Oh, important interception. Nuno Mendes short changes him with that pass. Oh, that's a fine interception. Tonali.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kubasi. Thuram gets across to intercept that. And it's Messi. Fiddles it through. Now it's Osimhen. And he's there to belt it away. A real chance if he can get through. Messi. Mbappe. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ronaldinho receives it in a good position here. Oh, well played. Tonali, that's a little off target. And here's Osimhen!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Thuram cuts out the pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Ross County showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
The less said about that pass, the better.
Ross County really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Looking for the run. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that has not gone well. Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Messi. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Pass is short and sharp.
Barcelona probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
That's a shade optimistic.
There'll
be a minute of stoppage time. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
That was lovely, that.
And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Just a quick announcement. It
Ronaldinho
is now
taking
time
in
for
the
our special
accolades,
lottery.
having been named
Please
man of the
grab the
match,
tickets you were given when
and
you walk in
deservedly
through the
so.
gates.
Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
So many thanks. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. We have already started here. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well, Michael Owen is, of course, likely to be the key player here, Peter. The mere sniff of a chance and he's away.
Who's arguing phenomenal pace as well.
Well, his pace was his game, really. It makes defenders nervous knowing that at the slightest misjudgment, he's probably uncatchable.
And he uses it with such intelligence. There are few able to do that, aren't there?
I totally agree with that. There aren't.
And he's there to clear it. Barcelona with the corner, there first. It's Alonso! And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Nunez! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Osimhen. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Nice interception, well timed. Oh, this is a great position. Bellingham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's got away. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Owen. And it's Ronaldinho. Looking for options for movement. Ronaldinho. Good read, needed to be. Stade Rennais applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of...
It's a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Nicely spread. That's a nicely measured pass. Messi. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mohamed Salah. Bellingham. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Ronaldinho proves just a little bit too strong. Looks for the finish. And he has kept it out somehow.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Beckenbauer. And they've got a throw. Adams. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Looking for the runner. It's a promising position. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Engages and forces him off the ball. Deftly done.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And the pass is intercepted. Played with finesse. And this is Ronaldinho. And here's Nunez. Shot could be on. It's Roberto Carlos! Aimed beyond the defence. And the counter is on. He has found the way through. Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. And that was very necessary. And he's only too happy to take that back. Mohamed Salah tries to get it clear. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Roberto Carlos. Darwin. And that could set him on his way. Oh, no joy this time. Conte. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Cambio de jugadores.
And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
That's a little off target. And he's running through. Now the finish! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Oh, that's an excellent try, and once he picked it up, he headed forward with real intent.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Belletti. Roberto Carlos. That's Maldini. And it's Xabi Alonso. And that's another good win of the ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Mohamed Salah. and that's definitely not his best. Now he's off and running. Bellingham.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got tall! And he's gone looking for safety.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Stade Rennais are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
60 minutes played. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Roberto Carlos with a definite foul there.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's scored! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Can he finish? Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Darwin, no way through. Tchouaméni looking to penetrate opposition lines. Hits one!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Darwin.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Mohamed Salah, he's found a way through. Ronaldinho. Darwin. That is ended up in no man's land. Pedri. Adams hurtling down that right flank. Oh, super find.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Osimhen. Beckenbauer. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Ahead by two and just about into the home straight.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 45, el dorsal 15. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 22, Owen, el dorsal 4.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. Well, that pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And there's green grass ahead of him. DiMarco gets over and intercepts. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pedri. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Referee has just said play on. Oh, they could break here. He is through here. And he was quick to react. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that is that. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he's...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Shot, Nunez! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Nunez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
And that's really well manoeuvred. They get a throw in. And it's Son Heung-min. And that is a little undercooked. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Dias, a proper defender.
Osimhen! Milinkovic-Savic. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Darwin. Nunez! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Nunez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Son Heung-min. It's an early cross. Maldini gets it all. Has a goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
Defending of the desperate variety. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Still goalless. That's a little off target. Here's Beckenbauer. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ronaldinho. Now, what about a counter-attack? Milinkovic-Savic. Alexander-Arnold. And he was quick to react. Now it's Darwin. Decent progress down the left. Roberto Carlos.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And it's Xabi Alonso. That is a brilliant interception.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is.
He's had a hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Chance here to counter. Messi. Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
The referee has given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Robertson can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Robertson. Son Heung-min. Shifted upfield. He's in plenty of space here. Messi, brilliantly cut out. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And the finish! No way through, so back it comes. Nunez. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Gets his pass away, and he's certainly onside here.
Cristiano Ronaldo, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
We are into overtime. Played back in. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Maldini, and the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Milinkovic-Savic. Yamal. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Darwin. Oh, and a shot! Marvellous goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Milinkovic-Savic. Beckenbauer. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Ronaldinho. And it's Son Heung-min. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Osimhen.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Looking tidy in possession here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence.
asciende a 97.559
Now it's Ronaldinho.
espectadores.
Now it's Messi. And here's what tries a shot! Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 3 coming up. And that has been knocked clear. Beckenbauer. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Thuram gets a foot in here. Looking here to chip it through. There's the shot! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? Beckenbauer, a player of legendary status. Lobbed in behind. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Owen. And that is expertly dealt with.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
En el minuto 75.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
He's found the way through. He's got the shot away! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Lamine Yamal can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
So their fourth corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's gone backward here. And it's Son Heung-min. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a sweet ball, that. Passing nice and neat. Oh, super ball! And he's there to get it away.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Conte.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Kovacic, Robertson, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Habrá 4 minutos
And it's
de descuento.
Ronaldinho, played out to the left flank, always onto this. Now it's Batistuta. This man very much flavour of the month. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal. Son Heung-min. And it's Conte. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's that, the end. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.